and welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us today for our webinar, Your Path to Become Certified English Teacher. Why it's, sorry, Adriana, do you want to say something before I continue? Okay. I will start this session. So before I start this session, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Gordana Trepchevska, and I represent iTTi England in London by City Academy. So we operate here as iTTi England.
Gordana, over there,
Yeah.
what's your specialty? What do you do over there that you might want to invite people over there to England? So what do you specifically do over there at iTTi England and City Academy?
So we are doing courses online. We are in process of organizing events for people, and here in England, probably Cambridge or London. So we still have to organize in details with headquarters in iTTi from United States, with you guys, and it will be announced on our social media and website. So if they're interested, they can come over and be a part of our events.
Perfect. So Gordana is just saying that we are about to very soon have a big event face-to-face in the UK, and you are all invited with visa letter for those that need visa letter. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Make sure you follow us and you will be informed. Okay?
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah. Definitely. It's very useful. They have to visit England because it's about English language at the end of the day. That's why they're all invited, and we will be very happy to host them and to be a part of our event. Okay. This webinar should be your path to becoming a certified online English teacher. So why is that important? All of us, we would like, some of us are already certified, some of us pretend to be certified to be English teacher. That's why they are here, to know about what does it mean to be certified online English teacher, and what is the benefit to be certified online English teacher. But from those people who are already English teachers, they can share with us. Excuse me, could you?
Yeah, Andressa, or you, whoever is the host, please mute everybody else. Just mute people. Yes. Go ahead. Sorry for that. Just.
Certified online English teacher means to be teacher, trainer, to get certification, requirements, skills, assessment, practical preparation for successful teaching practice and employment. So all things, they have to be meet to get certification and be successful teacher. The main three things for first steps to journey to become English teacher starts here. First, the most important is because e-learning revolution is a growing industry and provide a practical roadmap to get started. And it's because of the global demand for English language instructors, teachers, trainers, especially for people who, because we are TESOL teacher, especially for people that English is not their mother language, it's not their first language. Why teach English online? Because of global access and global opportunities. So just the sky is limit. So that can give to anyone flexibility and to fulfill their career in making difference and build global connection, as we are now connected from all we are here from all over the world. And that's why it's very important to know how to get there. Your roadmap to success. First of all, get certified. That is the most important thing in this process. Select your niche market. What is your specialist area? What do you want to do? Which kind of TESOL teacher or trainer you want to be to prepare your profile and launch your online teaching career. That's why it's very important to start to follow these steps. What does it mean, certification? What is the power of certification? Teaching is the one of profession that creates of all other professions. So why certify? Because certification, it's like a license. Without a license, you can't prove yourself to validate your skills in job market, in front of the students, in front of employer, in front of and build your career and it gives you credibility. It's same like you want to drive a car. You know to drive a car, but you can't drive without driving license. So that's why it's very important to get certified, because it gives you credibility. It will establish professionalism and confirms your competence. You will learn, because to get certificate, you will learn how to deal with the students. Depends on which kind of students you will have. So that's why it's very important to get certified. And certification will earning potential will lead you to higher rates of pay and career position. That's why it's very important. It's necessary to get certificate. To get certificate, what is the basic fundamental requirements? The most important thing is in English level. So obviously it has to be native English, or if it's not native English speaker, it has to have decent level of English language. Education. So the person needs to be educated and to have potential or alternative qualification. So it's also necessary. Qualification are important, and technology, which means people or person who is interested and want and see yourself as a TESOL teacher or trainer needs to know its requirement to have good computer equipment, IT knowledge, tech knowledge, basic, not high tech knowledge, and of course equipment. You know, just because it's tools for work at the end of the day. So one second. Which kind of certification we have? So we now we have TEFL, TESOL, which we provide through iTTi and 𝗬𝗪. Why we provide TEFL and TESOL? Because TEFL and TESOL are worldwide recognized. They're recognized in UK and US. 𝗬𝗪, yes, it's okay, but it's just from created by Cambridge University in England. Once when you decide to get certified TEFL or TESOL, then you have to choose a provider. Which provider you want to, through which provider you want to get certified. So it's very important, to get certification from proven provider, which means to have accreditation, and not to them who are without accreditation or provide you super low costs. It seems it's very, it can be suspicious. So also when you choose certification option, always the key factor to consider is to get 100 and more hours to get reputable accreditation. And preferred method can be different, depends of your needs. It can be online or in person or blended, half, partly online, partly in person. So because I mentioned that TEFL, Teaching English as a Foreign Language, is the most reputable certification. What does it mean? What does it mean, TEFL? It means teaching English in non-native English speaker countries or online, or to non-native English people in native speaking countries. Let's say here in England, I can speak about England. So there is so many foreigners, they don't speak English at all. That's why they need to learn. Obviously in United States is the same case. There is so many immigrants, they don't speak English. They need TESOL teachers to learn from scratch, because they need to be integrated in the society. They need to live in countries such as UK, US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, etc., and to be integrated in the society. So the core content of TEFL TEFL course includes grammar, phonetics, lesson. That's why planning, organizing and manage classroom, deal with students, deal with methodology of learning. Depends, again, as I mentioned before, depends of niche, your niche market. Who are your students? Are they kids? Are they professional? Are they people they don't speak English at all? So depends of your niche market, of the students. You have to know how to teach and which methodology you have to use. The third very important thing is because TEFL is on global demand. As I mentioned, as just mentioned, in the UK, it's on high demand because there is so many people from abroad, they don't speak English, but they have to be integrated. Even if they're asylum seeker, they have to learn English language. They have to, after a certain period of time, they have to start to work, to study, and to be integrated in the system. But if someone is interested to be online English teacher, let's say in Asia, in South America, or in other countries in Europe, in any France, Germany, Poland, wherever, Greece. So they have to have, they have to be, they have to know, and it's on high demand because English language is official language in all international institutions. Okay. So, completing your certification. Okay. To complete your certification, you have to understand which kind of program you can choose. Because in iTTi, we provide online, blended, and in-person, in-class program. So, depends of the person who are interested to get certificate, needs to choose program and schedules, lectures, assignments, or at least, yes, here in iTTi, we offer opportunity, very good opportunity to someone who is interested to self-study. They will get full learning materials. At the end, just need to pass the test if they feel confident. So there is a very good option as well. To complete your certification, you have to have practice and feedback. What does it mean? To engage and engage with observation, teaching session, constructive feedback from peers, from other students, from teacher, to discussion, and to refine your skill. Also, learning tips for success. Through this process, to complete assignments truthfully, you have to be in network with peers and instructors to build a network for the future. Let's move forward. When you complete, there is exploring models and key consideration for online teaching platforms. What does it mean? There is marketplace. Marketplace, as if you decide to be freelance, then the perfect, ideal source for promotion of yourself as a freelance TESOL teacher is Upwork. So that platform offering you strong self-marketing skills, and you can promote yourself through this platform. Also, if someone wants to work in a school or to work with, which means direct tutoring, or someone wants to work one-on-one teacher, they can promote themselves through schools, and will provide curriculum and get institutional support through schools. But as I mentioned, so they have to build a network with schools, network with other tutors, that they can use them for a promotion and build their own brand with and be competitive and independent TESOL teacher. But someone is interested to be employed, and they can apply to be a TESOL teacher in English school in the neighborhood, in their own country, in their own city. And that's why that is another solution that this certification will give you option. Related to income potential, it's across the different platform, there is different models. So income is based on which way you will engage yourself. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is student acquisition. If you decide your job to give you freedom and flexibility to work and travel, or to work online, so will control over teaching and schedule. You can control yourself over teaching and content and scheduling, which means you can schedule your students and time you prefer, and they are available to attend your class. So if anyone have any experience with this, I could kindly ask to share with us here. Otherwise, I will continue. Okay. Discovering your teaching niche market. As your future or current TESOL English teacher or trainer, you have to choose your teaching niche market. What does it mean? To identify who you want to teach: adults, kids, students, professionals, or some specialist area, let's say, to teach medical stuff in English. This is good thing because it's very good paid job, and it's good niche market. I'm just telling as example. So also alignment, it's very important to connect your passion, background, and strength to niche demands. As I mentioned, if there is a high demand to teach nurses, because nurses, there are high demand in England, in US, in Canada. And if they come from abroad, they have to work to get a sponsorship visa in the UK, they have to pass through English test and have to have good, decent level of English. That's why I mentioned it's very important to choose, but someone doesn't want to work with this niche market. Someone wants to work with kids in primary school or in people they don't speak English at all, with foreigners. So once when you specialize and define your area of expertise, then you specialize yourself. You're specialist in business English. You're specialist in English in medical specialization or law or let's say young learners, teenagers, or university students. Yeah, this is also very important, very, very interesting, and very, I could say, it's on high demand because so many people from abroad are interested to study in the UK, in the university. To study in the university in UK, they have to pass through IELTS. To get IELTS certificate with good score, and then to start process of enrollment in the universities in England. So to understand online teaching ecosystem, what does it mean? There is platform types, as I mentioned, freelance, school, or independent. Platform types, minimum hours and qualification requirements, and pay rates, platform policies, and support offered. All this platform gives you opportunity for you as a future English TESOL teacher trainer. So that's why it's super important to get certified, to be confident, to make network, to do marketing, to promote yourself, and to set your pay rates, of course, to do research and by different platforms, and set your offer. How you can create your profile. To do this, once when you complete everything, first you have to do is to tailor your resume or CV, curriculum. For online platform, highlight your certification, your experience, and your technical skills. It's very important. It's very important when you promote yourself, your profile, whether it's online or in person to your employer, it's good beforehand to send your intro video where you can create a professional video with clear audio, visual, demonstrate your style, and include a call to action. This is very important, how to, I can say, sell yourself as a good trainer, TESOL teacher. Hello? Yeah? Okay. Anyone wants to say something to add here? Any experience? Okay. Learning tips for success. That's why it's very important actively to participate, to complete assignments, to really ask for questions, network, peers, and distractors. You have to be very active to network you, to try to find, even to attend fair for education, fair for job fair, to promote yourself, to get and to reach your goal, where you want to go, what you want to achieve. If it's in person, yes. If it's online, or yeah, I went to one, I don't know, few job fairs here in London. There is huge opportunities. No matter they are here in London, but they offer job in Canada, they offer job in Australia, they offer job in China, they offer job in different country, for different professionalists, for teachers, especially for teachers. Teachers are on high demand as well here in the UK.
Don't forget to mention that we have our certificate, and on our certificate is connected with Credly. And when our certificate is connected with Credly, there is a QR code, and then you can scan and you can go to Credly, and there's a job portal where you can apply for jobs right away with our certificates. So it's good for you to know that too, everybody.
Yeah, thank you, Tacito. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, that is perfect opportunity, because that's why our certificates needs to start. If you want, choose which kind of certificate you want to take and go for it. Your just as I said, just sky's the limit. Your opportunities are huge.
I wanted to add something to the previous topic. You just switched the slide. I wanted to say something about preparing the paperwork for the application. And obviously, we all know about the resume. I don't want to say anything, but I wanted to add something to an intro video. I read a report about employment strategies, and this report said that the intro video creates an impressive result if you apply for employment. Why is that so? Because your future employer can see you already when you talk to them and gets the first impression. And the same holds true for students. If you are an independent teacher and you're looking for students and you have your own website, it's always good to have an intro video there on the website or together with the resume that results in more hirings than if you do without. Is there anybody in the audience who has or who works with intro videos? What is your experience about that? Is there anybody who can tell us something about it?
Good evening, everyone. Is the question about teaching online or teaching via videos? Hi, by the way, from Azerbaijan.
Of course, it is online teaching, but it is also if you send out your employment paperwork, directly to the schools, it would be applicable to that too. Does anyone have good experience with a video?
Yes, I've got actually. I'm from Azerbaijan, 𝗯𝗿𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗃. I'm an ESL teacher for 17 years. And I used to work at Landau School, which is one of the most prominent schools in Azerbaijan. And while it was the quarantine period, it was the very beginning of the quarantine, we didn't know actually which platform to use. We, at the school, our administration team decided to record the video lessons first. It was extremely difficult to record the videos. However, later we changed our minds to conduct the online lessons. We chose the platform GoToMeeting. Later we switched the way from the video lessons, which was extremely challenging, not only for the teachers, but also for the recorders as well. And the students, we didn't make sure that the students were either listening to watching the videos, doing the lessons, and following the instructions or not. And we couldn't also make the parents sit with their children and make sure that their children are all in ears about the lessons and so on. And as an experienced teacher in this field and as an online teacher for many years, I prefer to have the online lessons, but not the video lessons. Thank you.
I think, okay, the other question, it was put here, it was like, when you apply for jobs, I think that is, when you apply for jobs, in addition to your resume, does anybody have had a positive experience when sending an introduction video about yourself and your skills together with the resume? Is that right, Gisela and Gordona?
Yes, that was my question.
Yeah.
If somebody had a good experience with that while before they did that and they didn't add any video, if they compare the time.
And basically, but anyways, if nobody has applied for jobs in the past for an English teacher using only the resume or LinkedIn, if you have not started, think of a video and very professionally well done, and there are apps, there are ways you can make a very professional video for you to introduce yourself, because the hiring chance gets greater if you together with your resume sends out a video. And that's the message we wanted to leave here.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, you can continue, Gordana.
Thank you to all of you. Thank you for your support. What is the essential digital toolkit for every teacher trainer, TESOL teacher trainer? It is hardware essentials, which means that includes reliable. Yes, please.
Oh, thank you. For the introduction video that you mentioned, I once faced with this idea of putting an introduction video for job application. But unfortunately, there was no guideline how I should put the video or what are the criteria for my video introduction. So it was really difficult to put myself, so many years of experience, skills, qualification, everything in 2 minutes. And then the organization didn't mention anything about it. So would you please briefly tell us, when we are giving an introduction video, what should be the purpose? Just think that this is a general idea of putting an introduction video. And we don't know what the expectation of that organization might be. We're all teachers, but we don't know exactly what they demand or what is their expectation. And that was difficult for me because I didn't know which part should I focus most on. Is it about my qualification? Is it about my methodology? Are they just focusing on my pronunciation, accent, speaking? So what's their expectation based on the qualification, based on the, I don't know, expertise, anything. So I would like to put my video, even now, for everywhere. I don't know, you said that, yes, teachers are in high demand everywhere, even in native speaking countries. But the point is, when I'm preparing my introduction video, what should be the criteria for that? Even, especially when it is in a very short time of 1 or 2 minutes. So would you please give a very brief introduction, how to make that introductory video? Because I think it's a really demanding job for me.
Well, I can answer that question. And if I have to create a video now about myself, obviously, the setting is very important. You have to have an organized background and sit at an organized table with your computer. I always told my students who prepared a video that they should pay attention to the background, that there aren't any clothes on top of the chair. So I want to say an organized background. Second,
Okay. I wanted to add to more specifically to his question, because he's asking, in the 2 minutes, what can I fit in? First of all, you have to think, to make videos, 2 minutes, it's enough time. Believe me. You have to answer a question. And the question is very simple. Why would they hire you? That's what you need to answer in that video. You don't need to give all your career of 10, 20 years of experience, this and that. It's written on your resume. You can choose the most important thing without mentioning too much details, so they can go back to your resume. In fact, in your video, you can even put your QR code, and they can, right there in your video, scan the QR code of your resume if they wish to learn more about you. But the video is shortly about its introduction to yourself, who you are, where you come from, a little bit, very short seconds. Then the other part is your schooling, your academics, like what you study, what you graduate, what your education is based on. Then the highlights of your job experience. Always keep in mind, why would they want to hire you? Remember, if I had a course right now, and everybody was getting the TEFL certification, everybody here, the 68 people present here, will get the same certificate. And if tomorrow I had a job offer, they will all come with the same certificate. Why would I hire one from the other? It's because of their background experience and because how they present themselves. And most important, if they have a unique feature, skills that nobody has. So, short introduction of yourself, short introduction about your schooling, short introduction about the highlights of your career, and to call off, a call to action is to leave a very strong punch line why they should hire you, so that they can feel like it is a good idea to call you for an interview. You can do that in 2 minutes. You can use the chat Gemini to even write this script, and then you can also rehearse that, but you can do that in 2 minutes. Does that help you answer your question?
Sure, thank you very much. Yeah,
Thank you. Lovely that you have given very nice information to us. Thank you so much. Lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I do lots of videos, so I have that in mind. So you set it in, and it's almost a video 25. You can do a video in 25 seconds in 4 parts. The 4 introductions. So I like the reactions and the little hearts that you send it to me now. So that means you enjoy my answer. So I see the little hearts. So, all right. So yeah, so you take the video and you split that into 4 parts. And when you split that into 4 parts, 25 is 8. And the end is that punchline to say why. But the answer is that you have to keep it in mind. What do I have so special for them to have me? You have to almost say, if you don't hire me, you don't even know that opportunity that you're missing out. Because I am the best that you can get. Nobody else. I'm unique. So of course they don't say like that, but with your experience and skill, that's what you wanted to say. And believe me, whether you have an accent or you don't have an accent, this is not the problem. It's really how you communicate your ideas. Believe me. Okay? Thank you. So let them continue because I'm not the presenter, but I talk too much. Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you, thank you. It's very
Thank you.
useful.
The wonderful thing that you have told us that accent doesn't matter. Because, as being a Pakistani, like we always run behind accent. Those who have good accent, so we prefer them as a good teacher. Those who do not have accent, so we do not, suppose them as a good teacher. But that you have mentioned clearly, like, I must, appreciate
And
you.
I'm going to tell you what I'm saying this. I'm not just saying this to bullshit. I have 7 master's degree and doctor's degree altogether. I only had very few native speakers teachers at college. In New York, in London, in Paris, Spain, Germany. I had teachers. Most of them, they're non-native speakers, and they taught me. At American University, at French University, at good school, London Business School, and all of that. So it was not the accent. It was the knowledge and how they taught. I had native speakers, but not many. So again, it's not that the accent, it's important, but there's other factors that is just as important.
Absolutely right, sir. I'm speaking
Yeah,
from
sir, I
and
also
my
agree with you, sir, because
and
when I'm making the video, the main thing was but we are must be confident.
yes, sir. I really endorse your version that which you mentioned about accent. But if you are not good at, we can't speak like native speaker because we have a different vocal cord and they have a different vocal cord, as they can't speak like us, as we don't speak like them. But we have to improve our pronunciation, and for pronunciation, definitely we have to work phonetics, and I'm quite sure that TEFL and TESOL, it would definitely provide a platform where one can non-native can improve his or her pronunciation, with the help of phonetics. Do you agree with it, sir?
Yeah. So, I mean, there are definite. The thing is, let me tell you briefly about, this is not the topic, but let me just briefly say, the thing is that accent, it's very bothersome. We feel like that we feel less valued if we have an accent. I understand and I get that. So there are methods and ways for you to improve that. You may not lose your accent totally, and you shouldn't, because it's part of your DNA and it's part of who you are, and it's totally fine. But you can improve and make it better through techniques, class, and movies and music, songs, whatever. But together with the accent is the confidence, is the knowledge, it's your body language, and it's how prepared you are, how good you are. And again, just looking around, the top CEOs of the country, the world, they are not all Americans or British. They are Indian, they're Mexican, they're Chinese, Korean. So whoever has that narrow-minded of accent, it's your only responsibility to teach them and make them think globally, because why would they want to learn a language if they have such a narrow-minded?
True, sir. True, sir. Absolutely right. Because there are a lot of celebrities. They don't have. They are not native, but by the grace of Allah Almighty, they have been working on the high rank position. With their knowledge, with the help of their knowledge, and they made them realize about the importance of their education, about their knowledge, about their command over English. Yes, you are absolutely right, sir. But unfortunately, in our society where we have been living, that we have to come across with such things that if you are not good at accent, would be considered that you are not a good speaker. But if you do not have command over grammar, but you have the good accent, so you would be considered highly an educated person. So we have to face such things in our society, sir. But I'm very happy to see you absolutely. I really appreciate your comments, your views, and your thoughts that which you supported us, and you made it very much clear that accent doesn't play any role. The important role is your knowledge. Thank you very much for your wisdom, which you shared with us, sir.
Thank you. So let her continue, because I think I steer some excitement, so otherwise we're not going to finish. So let her continue. I'll be back.
Thank you. Thank you for all your inputs. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Tassito. So let's continue. Essential digital. I will shortly just go through this. Essential digital toolkit you need. Yes, you need knowledge, but you need digital toolkit. It's hardware essential, software solution, and virtual classroom setup. So, which means you need reliable computer, webcam, and equipment. You need good software. So, to book your classes, such as scheduling tools such as Calendly or Google Drive to provide your teaching materials, and virtual classroom setup to ensure tidy and professional background, its adequate lighting, and interactive digital tools for student engagement. So that's the digital tools you need when you teach online. So how to develop your teaching methodology. So communicative language teaching. Focus on interaction and authentic communication with the teacher as a facilitator and learner, which is a centered approach. Task-based learning. Utilize meaningful tasks to drive language acquisition, emphasizing task completion before focus on language form. And digital adaptation strategies to incorporate interactive exercise, polls, quizzes, or anything else which you can, any kind of sources that you can engage your learners. Depends of, again, niche market, depends who you which kind of learners, who is your learners. That's why it's very important to develop your teaching methodology. Securing your first engagement, job hunting, interview preparation, making first impression. That's what we just speak here. What is the most important? How to focus on job hunting, to utilize your job boards, to find a platform for marketplace, to attend job fairs through LinkedIn, through social media, create your website, promote yourself, create your video, attract your students, because they are your customers or employer. Prepare yourself in the interview. How to prepare yourself? Do research on the platform. What is the philosophy of the interview? How to approach? How, as Tassito mentioned, how to be attractive for employer? Why to employ you? Why to choose you? Because, as he said, 100 people will come with the same diploma, but they are all different. Emphasize your skills, your niche, your niche specialization, your communication skill, your body language, your many factors. It's necessary. Your knowledge, of course, and your experience. It's also very important. So prepare yourself to sell yourself on the interview. On the interview and through your video. And make a first impression. Prepare your initial lesson, understand client expectation, and focus on building a report. Effective strategy for student acquisition. How you can find students. If you are online teacher, if you are freelance, job boards, utilize platforms such as Dave's 𝗚𝗍𝗍𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗃, LinkedIn, Facebook groups, network yourself, build a connection with educators, professionals, use every possible source. Don't be confident and use any go in any online platform and promote yourself with confidence, without fear. Establish online presence, of course, through video, through text, and on Facebook, on Instagram, TikTok, of course, on LinkedIn, and via social media or via your web page that you can create. Ask your students, if you have, to refer you, to send recommendation, to give you feedback about your classes, about you as a teacher, and this is very important for you to, when you promote yourself, and to attract more students in a process of student acquisition. Effective strategies for student acquisition.
I have one thing to say, Gordana, about that. If you have a school or if you work independently, there's a very simple, very effective way to do that. Just create your name on Google. For instance, I'm an English teacher. I'm 𝗳ciyeδιતુ𝖾𝗇𝗒𝖾 teacher. Create this on Google and have people leave good reviews on Google. It's free. You don't pay to have that. You don't need to create a Facebook page, Instagram, nothing. Just create a Google account and people leave review about you on Google. Everybody goes on Google. Of course, in fact, I'm going to put here our Trustpilot review. So you feel free to leave us a very good review. So let me take the opportunity. So I'm going to leave us, so you can leave us a good review about me, about Gordana, about iTTi, about the webinar. It's review. It's very important. So I'm going to leave it here, our Trustpilot too. But the point I was trying to say is, with Google, you can create, I'm going to leave our Google here too, so you see what I'm talking about. This is for a company, but you can do that for yourself.
Thank you, 𝗳ciyeδιતુ𝖾. Yeah, I forgot to mention Google. Because these days, everyone, first thing, when they don't know, they Google it. Google it. Thank you. So, effective strategy for student acquisition. Common question, cultural competence, and teaching philosophy. What does it mean? Be ready to discuss your experience, teaching method, student management, technical skills, availability. Again, depends what you're looking for. cultural competence, show awareness, as you mentioned, no matter from where you're from, no matter where you live. So it show awareness and sensitivity to diverse student backgrounds and learning styles. Some people from UK, they're interested to teach people in India and China and
Gordon, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Everybody's writing an email on the chat. People, we will send you a form. And on the form, you're going to put your email and your name. You don't need to write. We're not going to go on the chat to get your name and your email. There will be a form available at the end of the webinar, and then you can provide us your name and email, not on the chat. Sorry, Gordon. Thank you.
no problem. Also, teaching philosophy. Clearly articulate your unique online education approach. That's the most important. Highlight strengths and how you foster a positive learning environment. That's the also those three things, three factors are very important for every TESOL teacher. Setting competitive rates and payments, strategies for fair pricing and efficient transactions. That is the most important and very professional to show off your professionalism. To do market research, to determine your fair rates based on your offer, of your experience, of your what you offer, your certification, location, platform, standards, everything. You, as a teacher, what is your offer? Do market research, value factors, specialization, proven experience to justify premium pricing. Set your payment terms, establish clear payment terms and offer multiply convenient methods, online payment, payment installment, direct debit, set direct debit, depends how you how you make a deal with your student or with certain organization. And always provide invoice to every student, to every organization that you work for or with, because it's very important for yourself, for legal things, and for your professionalism. Delivering impactful online lessons. What does it mean? Strategy for effective instruction. Three things: strategic lesson planning, active learning engagement, timely and actionally feedback. How to strategically organize your lesson, define clear objective, structure, content, integrate interactive elements, and design for digital comprehension. Always keep learners engaged. Utilize pools, quizzes, collaborative, active, discuss with them, foster dynamic and learning environments. And be specific, provide specific and timely frame, promptly using your digital tools to guide skills development. Sustaining, growing your career. Foundation for your career success. Again, invest in your growth, visibility, well-being for a driven career. So you always focus on continuous learning, skills, enhancement, new tools, new things, because of new technologies, new learning tools or methodologies. Be always up to date. attend a workshop, attend events online or in person. As we mentioned, we would like to organize events here in England with headquarters from United States. That's why it is important, it is useful, and it's beneficial to attend those events, or vice versa. If you organize, we will, we are happy to come. Branding. Cultivate strong professional image by maintaining an active online presence. Networking strategy, promoting your achievements. Always update your promo things, whatever it is, whether it's Google or LinkedIn, or just be active and up to date. And management. Ensure long-term success by balancing professional responsibilities with personal well-being and managing finance effectively. So to manage yourself in this part. Okay. Recap. Summarize. What are essential tools again? What are essential elements for building successful and credible online teaching presence? First, at the beginning, we said certification, good strategy, preparation, and growth. Establish credibility. It's very influence rates and enhance career prospects. Strategy is important because it involves selecting the appropriate certification and the right teaching platform. Preparation focus on creating a strong professional profile and maintaining consistent effort. Consistency is very important in everything, including this job. And growth. Emphasize the importance of continuously learning and adapting for an evolving digital landscape. So, any question? I would like to ask you forum for questions now.